So, I want to have a conversation with you about submissions. This is probably the most difficult concept to wrap your head around in our course. I don't use traditional grading in my class because I don't think that it tells me a lot about what you've learned and where you came from and where you ended up. And so I really like to use a competency based grading system, which means it's very similar. I use a gamification approach, which it's similar to a game that you would play on your smartphone. Let's say you're playing Candy Crush and you are earning points and you earn enough points to level up. And that's exactly what you will do in my class. So we will begin with communication level 1 tools, and you will work on a tool. And let's say that you choose Twitter as your first tool and you do a few things in it, and then you decide that Twitter is not for you. Instead of throwing that project away and beginning fresh, what you would do is turn in that Twitter project and earn 2 or 3 points and then begin a new project. So maybe you'll go to Voki and decide to do that. And you will learn Voki, create or learn some new things in Voki, create a project, and then turn that in. Neither one of them will be complete, but between the 2 points from the Twitter and the 8 points from the Voki, you have 10 points, which allows you to level up to go to communication level 2. And so that's the way the course is going to work. We won't use percentages in this course, we will use points. And so every week I will tell you this is where you should be this week, so that you know if you're on the right track. And I encourage you to reach out to me if this is still not making sense to you, because it really is a very different concept and a very different way to look at things. But I would say 98% of my students find it to be a really amazing way to grade, and they really like the lower stress. In the class, you still work hard, but it isn't the same type of stress. So, the ultimate goal of this class is to continue to level up through all of the tracks. So we have the communication track, the collaboration track, and the creation track. And so each of these tracks have their own, they have 3 levels within them. And so within each track, you are able to earn 60 points. And each week, I will post a graphic that shows you where you should be to be able to be successful in the class. Now, one of the reasons that I choose to do my class this way is because tools are changing so rapidly. We have approximately 1,000 new Apple downloadable apps a week, and very close to that in Android devices. And so it's important that you understand that we aren't learning a particular tool, we are learning a genre of tools, and we are learning how to learn new tools. And so that's why I'm not as concerned with the final project. I'm more concerned in what you've learned. And so you'll notice that a lot of the questions that I ask about each project has to do with what you've learned, what was easy and what was difficult. So make sure you really push yourself to learn new tools. Don't do tools that you already are familiar with. So if you are an avid Twitter user, then choose different tools so that you can really get exposed to some new ideas and new things that you can try for your classroom. So I look forward to working with each of you, and I hope that that helps explain the submissions.